everyone, welcome to MarikaCreations. Mother's Day is approaching and I'm making candles today to give to some loving mothers that I know. So stay tuned for this. Here are some bowls, ceramic bowls that I showed you in my last video that I'm going to use for my candles. So I bought these candle wicks from Amazon, 100 of them. And I will just put a dab of hot glue on the wick and place it in the center of the bowl, like you see me do here. Just hold it tight for a little bit, wait for it to dry. Straighten up the wick as much as I can, and then I need something to hold it in place when I pour the hot candle wax in the bowl. So I take a skewer, a wooden skewer, cut it in half, and I will put one on each side of the wick like that. To keep it in place, I will put a dab of hot glue on one end. And on the other end, it's quite okay as is really, but I will put a rubber band on the other end just to be on the safe side. But it was quite tight, as I said, so I didn't do that on all my pieces. So, looking good, ready for the wax, and I keep doing that on all my bowls, cutting the skewers to size. Place them and put a rubber band at one end. And on the other end, I will put it together with some hot glue, like that. This video is part of the Hello Baby Challenge hosted by Tammie at the Rusted Willow and Ellie at DIY from House to Home. And their guest host is Amanda at 6 Kids and a Glue Gun. And if you're not familiar with these ladies and their channels, I have links to their channels in my description box, together with a link to the playlist of this challenge for more inspiration. These candle wicks are the only thing that I purchased for my candle making today. I will show you what else I have taken as containers for my candles. Here you can see some yogurt jars, glass jars that I will use. And a bigger bowl. I ended up not using that one and not that one either. But this tiny one here is so cute. My daughter made it when she was just 7 years old. Then these ceramic pots, a glass bowl. Then I have some ceramic flower pots here, no drainage, so that's good. If you have a hole there, you need to plug it before you pour wax into it. And my ceramic pieces that I have prepared already with the candle wicks. And here are my old candles that I will use. I have not purchased any new wax or anything, so this is what I'm going to use: old candles, the tiny pieces left over. Recycling is key in this project today. And I will use this tiny pot to melt down my old candles in on this gas burner. I will also use this thing as a container for my candles. It comes from a lamp with hide the cords in it up by the ceiling, and I will put it on top of this scrap piece of wood that my husband is making pretty. And it will look something like this. So he will just drill a hole in this piece of wood and then put the lamp thingy in place. It's quite a tight fit, but that is perfect. You just press it into place and then bang a bit more to make it stay in place. I will also stain the wood piece in a natural oak stain. Pretty, isn't it? Quite an original. Now I have put some of the old candles in the pot here, and it has started to melt, as you can see. I've already tried with a couple of containers. You can see them here. They're just sitting there to cool down and for the wax to harden. Now it's time to pour it in. And these old candles, there's a lot of dirt in that wax. So I use just a tea strainer here when I pour it in to catch all the debris. I have already taken out the old wicks with a long pair of tweezers. One tip is not to have the pot too full of wax because it tends to spill, especially if you don't have a spout on your pot. So a little at a time, and pour the container quite full, and be careful because the melted wax is so hot. And my husband and I just continued to melt the wax, pour it in the containers, set them aside to harden and cool down until all the containers were full of wax, and we were happy with the result. If you're new to my channel, hi! I am Marika, and on this channel I do lots of DIYs, thrift flips, trash to treasure, renovation of my home, some pottery, some painting, anything creative. Please join me, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and join my YouTube family. So this is how they look at the moment. Everything is done. Look at that, looking pretty, I think. We will see after a while how it looks once the wax has hardened completely. And as you can see here, we lack a lot of wax now once it's totally hard, so we have to go in and top everything up with some more wax. So keep that in mind when you're doing your candles, to have extra wax to top it up once the first portion has hardened. And here I am just cutting off the excess of the wicks. And here they are, some of them at least, my ceramic pieces that I just made, and now they are candles. Looking good, I think. I have not lit them since plenty of them I will give away for Mother's Day. And I don't know yet which to give away and which to keep. I have to spoil myself with some candles as well, being a mother and all. And here are the tiny yogurt jars, looking pretty, I think, in different shades of green. And I love how these black ceramic pots turned out. Perfect. I will find a spot for them, I'm sure. And here is our little DIY candle holder. Looking nice in our kitchen. It's a kind of a coppery color of that lamp thing. Like it. My tiny ceramic pots, and they look pretty as candles, don't they? And this one, 2 different shades of green in it, flower shaped. Love, love, love it. Here is my daughter's ceramic piece. I will definitely keep that one, so I have lit the candle. Looking pretty, I think. Love it. So tell me, what do you think of my creations today? Did you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. Do you want more inspiration? Just hit that DIY playlist link icon appearing on the screen right here. Just click and enjoy. Thank you so very much for watching. See you soon again in my next one. Until then, take care. Bye.